I picked up the notes for today. The sub should have them. There's a big stack of papers. They were in the green bin. So there's a warm-up. It's the whole front side of the page. If you would rather look at this warm-up in modules, it's listed under the day 5 slides. If you'd rather not watch the video and look at that, go ahead. I would recommend pausing the video and trying the warm-up, so the whole front side of the page first, and then watching the video. All right, really quick, I'm going to go over through the warm-up. So we've solved these a bunch. If you're solving for x, you divide by 4, so x equals 2. So your x-intercept is 2, 0. So you go out to 2 on the x-axis and put a point, and then you do negative 2y equals 8. Solve for y, divide by negative 2. So y equals negative 4. You go to negative 4, put a point, and connect your points. Here, this is my y-intercept. This is in y equals mx plus b, so I go to 3 and put a point. And then my slope is negative 1 over 4, so that's your rise over run. So you're going to go down 1 over 4 and put a point. And down 1 over 4 and put a point. All right, we practiced that a lot this week, so hopefully that went well. Next up I want you to try is writing an equation in point slope form. So you're going to plug in 1/5 for the point. Sorry, I'm going through this really quick because I'm trying to just run through the warm-up quickly. You're plugging these in for what you know. So y minus 4 equals 1/5 x minus a negative 3. Remember, minus negative turns into a plus. So I'm hoping you have tried these problems before you watch this video. All right, next one is y minus negative 5, so that turns into a plus 5, equals negative 2/3 for the m, x minus 1. This one is the opposite, so my m is still 4 over 3, and then when you pull out the point, remember you change the sign. So this was a negative 3, so when I plug it in, I'm going to do a positive 3, and my y1 was a positive 2, so I make it a negative 2. Then I start with the point, so I go to 3, negative 2, and put a point, and then my slope from there is 4 over 3, so I count 1, 2, 3, 4 up, and 1, 2, 3 to the right, because it is positive. And then you can do that again. I'm not going to save time, because I know that we were watching a video. So remember, that point is right there. So you start with that point and then do the slope. Here, slope is negative 2, or if you made it a fraction, it's negative 2 over 1. And then your point, your x1, you're going to change the sign, so negative 1, and then positive 4 from your y1. So I'm going to graph the point negative 1, 4. And then the slope from there is down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. All right, the last thing that we learned last class was parallel and perpendicular. Remember, parallel slope is the same. So if the slope here is 1/3, the same slope would be 1/3. And then perpendicular, you flip it, and you do the opposite sign. So some teachers say flip it and switch it. So you're going to flip it over, so make it 3 over 1, and then switch it from positive to negative. So here, slope is negative 2 over 5, so parallel would be the same. So I'd have negative 2 over 5, and then perpendicular, I'd flip it, and it was negative, so I'm going to make it positive. Last one, parallel here, is negative 9, and then if I made this a fraction, it would be over 1, so perpendicular would be 1 over 9 and negative. Finally, we added it all together last class, and to make something parallel, you have the same slope, so a parallel slope here would be 4, and then this is my x1, y1. So if I'm wanting to put it in point slope form, I'm going to plug all that into this equation. So dy minus 4 equals m times x minus x1, which is negative 3, so plus 3, because it's a minus and negative. Perpendicular is the opposite reciprocal, so we're going to flip over this 4, so it'll be 1 over 4 and then negative. Remember, you could have written this as 4 over 1, it really doesn't matter. And then this is my x1, y1. So we'll have y plus 6, because minus and negative turns into a plus, and then negative 1/4 x minus 1. Next one, we've been given a new equation. So we've got our slope is 1/3, so a parallel slope would also be 1/3, plugging in your x1, y1. So we've got y minus 9 equals 1/3 x plus 2. In perpendicular slope, you'd flip it over, so negative 3 over 1. So you'd have y plus 4 equals negative 3 over 1 x minus 3. You don't have to write negative 3 over 1. You could have just written negative 3. All right, normally we would have taken a 5-minute break, but we are rushing and doing a video. All right, so this is the new thing for today. So this is the back side of that paper. So we've got y minus 2 equals this. So we are trying to convert it from point slope to slope-intercept form. So we're going from this form to this form. So I'm going to draw my line and solve for y. So your first step is going to be to distribute. So I'm going to drop down the y minus 2 and do 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 4 is 12. I'm then going to try to get y by itself, so I'm going to add 2 to both sides. So we're left with y equals 3x plus 14. All right, this one's the exact same, so we're going to ignore that. I accidentally did that. Here we're going to do it again, so I'm going to distribute. So I've got 1/4 x, and then minus 1/4 times 8 is 2, so you could just use a calculator to do that. And then to get rid of this 4, I would do minus 4 on both sides. So I've got y equals 1/4 x. This is like a negative 2 minus 4, which is a negative 6. Once again, I would recommend trying problems before you see the answer. So the example I would watch, and then I would try the other problems. So this is combining it all together. So it says write an equation point slope form that is parallel to this. So parallel would have the same slope and passes through this point. So that's my x1, y1. So I've got y plus 3 equals 3x minus 1. And then it wants me to rearrange my answer into point slope-intercept form. So this is combining the new thing from today with last class. So I'm going to draw my line, distribute. So we have 3x minus 3 equals y plus 3. Subtract the 3. So y equals 3x minus 6. All right, same thing again. Sorry. Okay, parallel, same slope. We've got 2/3, x1, y1. I'm really sorry, I'm trying to get this video done before school starts, so that is why I'm rushing so much. So we've got y plus 2 equals same slope as 2/3, x minus 6. Then I'm going to take that and rearrange it into slope-intercept form. So I'm going to distribute. So we've got 2/3 x. In your calculator, if you do 2/3 times 6, you are going to get 4. And then I would subtract 2 on both sides. So y equals 2/3 x minus 6. All right, last problem, I believe, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Okay, we are going to leave off the last part. So this one is perpendicular. So my original slope is -1/4, so perpendicular, you would flip it and make it positive. And this is my x1, y1. So we've got y minus, this is 1, equals 4, or 4/1, x plus 8. So 4/1 and 4 are the same. And then I'm going to rearrange it. So we've got 4x plus 32, y minus 1. Plus 1, plus 1. So your answer is y equals 4x plus 33. All right, because I'm not there, we are going to skip the next 2 slides unless the adult that's there wants to help you with it, in which case feel free to ask the sub or whatever adult is there if they would like to try to do these with you. Your homework is Delta Math number 15. It does have some tricky parts, so please try to help each other. Use the help videos. So there are help videos, there are examples, so please try to use that and try your best. If you get super stuck, don't get too mad. Try to ask anybody in the room for help. And if you do not get it done, I understand. I hope that today goes well for you guys. I'm really sorry I'm not there. I am sick, and so I'm not allowed to come to school. All right, hang in there, guys. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.